clap. It doesn't do anything anyway. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing a little Q&A about living with a significant other. I feel like these are nice little themed Q&A videos.
We had something else planned, but you girls' bowels got in the way of that. So just stay tuned for Friday.
Erin's on a poop schedule right now. So.
Yeah.
Although it does say she can have clear liquids, so I don't know why she's not just like drinking vodka, but whatever. What are your pet peeves when it comes to living with someone?
I think it's different with like a roommate than with a significant other from my experience.
Oh, why? What's wrong with roommates, Erin?
Not you specifically, but like in college I lived with like a ton of people. When you live with roommates, it's more about like an individualistic thing from experience.
Yeah, because you're not like having a life together, really.
Yeah, when it's with your significant other, it's like everyone does everything. Like you wouldn't do my laundry for me.
Well,
you know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
When you live with someone, like the responsibilities are all, well, at least in our case, I guess. Speaking for myself, I don't know about you, but like if I see dishes in the sink, if I had roommates, that would piss me off. I'd be like, clean your pot, like clean your pans.
Oh yeah.
But it's only because like they're not doing anything for me in return, like my laundry or like cooking or like doing those things.
But so what's your pet peeve of a significant other though?
TJ leaves everything out in the refrigerator. I started taking pictures like a month ago of all of the things that he leaves out, and I wanted to like make a slideshow.
Oh, PowerPoint.
Now he knows that I'm doing that.
I think for me, this goes for both, like roommates or sleeping together, but if like my sleep is interrupted, like I cannot. Like if somebody's waking up and being loud in the room, like I will literally not survive the relationship. But I think that's really it. I'm trying to think, like no one really doesn't do anything that I like have a strong pet peeve about.
Yeah.
At least not yet. I guess we're still like kind of new. Maybe it'll come in time.
Wow, a lot of these questions are about chores. People want to know about the chores.
I know. Someone said, how do you know when it's the right time to move in?
When you're basically living at their house already.
I feel like once you have a stable ground and you're not like breaking up every other week and getting back together, because you don't want to be stuck in like a lease or something and then having to figure out, you know, if you break up, who's gonna stay on it, especially if you're really back and forth.
Yeah. I guess I don't know if there's really a right time. It just depends on like how you want to live.
Definitely up to you for sure.
Yeah.
But I would go by like maybe a couple rules, just like, hey, well, we're not breaking up all the time.
Says
so
the girl who had someone move in 5 days after knowing them.
Yeah, but that wasn't like legitimately like, we're moving in together.
Yeah. Do you ever miss having your own personal space / alone time? I feel like for me, I know, like it's fine. I don't really care because I feel like when you live with someone, like you find your own way to like have
like be alone
time.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's not like we hang out all day together or anything, and I do really like having alone time, so I'll like take my, like I watch like my shows like on my own and I like really enjoy that. I think it's really important too to have your own time if that's what you like, because I'm that way. Like I like being on my own here and there, so it would be really smothering to me if it was constantly together hanging out. Like I don't think I would be as happy that way. Somebody said, okay, but like when's the best time to cry? I'd be so anxious they're gonna hear or see me. Well, if you're anxious about that, do not move in together if they can't see you cry.
Definitely don't move in with someone if you're uncomfortable crying around them. That I feel like maybe you're just uncomfortable crying around people in general, but if you can't like open up to like your one person, then I would suggest waiting until you can cry in front of them to move in with them. I cry freely. I am blubbering down the hallways.
Just scream crying. I feel like that's such a Gen Z question.
How long did it take you to get comfortable with pooping next to each other?
I feel like that's like a myth or something, because we get these questions a lot where it's like, do you poop with them?
I don't have side-by-side toilets.
Yeah, or poop.
Nor does TJ like hold my hand when I'm going to the bathroom. Like there's still doors that you can close to have your privacy while you use the bathroom.
No, when you move in, you have to remove all doors.
Okay, the thing for me is if like I was locked in the bathroom with TJ for 24 hours, I would have no problem going to the bathroom in front of him. Like it doesn't like worry me, but I'm also just like, if he's in there brushing his teeth, I'm not gonna go take a shit.
Yeah, get your poop particles flying in there.
I am getting these poop walls. Everything, we're normalizing poop.
Poop next to your partner.
The only renovation we're doing in our house is I'm installing side-by-side toilets.
No wall, no divider. I don't know if you've ever had to deal with this, Erin. I can't find it. I think I screenshot it though, but it was like, how would you deal with a partner that snores?
I don't know. I'm kind of a heavy sleeper, so it doesn't really bother me. Whitey will be screaming in the middle of the night and I'll never hear her. And TJ's like, I was up feeding the zoo.
The whole zoo.
And I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I would not be able to to have a relationship with someone, sleeping next to them at least if they snore. Like, I wake up to everything. I would not be able to sleep.
So do you have a problem sharing the bed? Someone said, my bed is my happy place and I don't want to have to share it all the time.
No, I would think that I would, just knowing myself, but I really don't. I think because like Nolan specifically is a really like, I don't know, we like work together sleeping, if that makes sense. Nobody's like taking up a lot of space or anything like that. What about you? I feel like you love it, probably.
Yeah, I'd like sleep on top of somebody.
Yeah.
Love a good cuddle. TJ's the one who has a bigger problem with it. Like, he'll be like, move over.
I feel like it's always the girl too that's like taking up half
also,
of it.
like, I'm so long. And like, I sleep with like my legs like apart like this. So it's like always on his back. And he's like, move your leg. Oh my God, that would be so devastating to me if this question said, do you ever want to sleep alone? And how do you say that? If TJ was like, I want to sleep alone tonight, I'd be like,
what happened? We're like, we're done.
I'd be so sad. Unless it was like I was snoring and he wasn't able to sleep and like something like that. Then I'd be like, okay, get it. But if he was just like, I just want to like have my alone sleep tonight, I'd be like, what?
I think it's also nice when the things you do to go to bed are similar. Like if someone likes to watch a show and the other person can't sleep with a show on, you know? Or like, but I also feel like couples that are together for a while kind of develop some sort of routine.
Yeah. Like when I first met TJ, he slept with like no rain, and I was like, okay, well, that's gonna change. And I remember like the first time I woke up at his house, like he was passed out sleeping, and I was just like, well, I can't fall back to sleep now because it's just dead silent. And that's creepy. Now he can't sleep without rain sounds. So, you know, you just have to like make them like the things you like doing.
That's the
just
key.
Manipulate them and then everything will be perfect.
Someone in all caps, how do you poop?
Guys!
I feel like it definitely is. I know, but I feel like at the beginning of a relationship, it is like kind of awkward because you're like, I haven't.
But like, why
I don't know where
are
to
you
go.
going with people at the beginning of your relationships if you can't poop?
Again, how do you hide when you have to poop? That's a big question.
Why are we hiding pooping? When you first started living with your significant other, what were the cons of the other person, and are they now fixed? Well, the cons were that he would leave to go to work and just like go work out.
Oh my God.
And, like, you know, leave the apartment. But now he can't go anywhere.
Erin, you're being toxic. Yeah, I don't think anything really, because Noel and I were so new, so I feel like there were zero cons.
Yeah. If there were, you would have learned them quick.
Someone says, I feel like this might be more for Erin, you'll get it when I ask, but do you think quarantining has built a stronger, I don't know, foundation, but has built your relationship stronger than it was before?
I wouldn't necessarily say stronger, because we kind of already had like a pretty strong relationship, but I would say that it's just like been really nice to be able to spend more time together, because like every day we would both like leave the house, go to work. TJ would normally come home between like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then like be out the door again the next day at like 9:30. So it's nice being able to spend time together while still having like our own space and working and living that life.
I would say yes for me, I guess.
Yeah, well, you started on the foundation, so.
What's the worst thing to share?
I'm an open book.
You don't mind sharing everything? Or is there anything you're just like, oh?
No. In like what sense? Like I'll literally walk out of the bathroom and be like, oh my God, I just took the biggest poop I've ever had in my life. You know what I mean? Like how does it get worse than that?
No, I mean, I think they mean like sharing like space.
Oh, sharing. See, I thought it was like I don't want to share this information with you.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe they meant that, but I took it a different way.
I would say like food, because sometimes like your significant other will like finish a box of Cheerios and not tell you, and then you want to go eat some, and then there's none there. But
or leave the milk out when he ate the Cheerios. So not a question, but my boyfriend and I use different comforters. It's a thing in Europe.
Yep, when we went to Europe, that was a thing, and we were like, what is this?
You're like offended.
Because we like cuddle. So we're like, in Europe, it's like 2 twin beds is 1 bed. So there's like even a crease in it.
Oh, interesting.
So we're like, wait, what is happening?
Did you use both comforters?
No, like we would literally sleep on 1 twin bed.
Oh my God.
But then I think in one place I think it was Germany, it was so cold. One night we slept with the 2 comforters, and TJ was like, wait, I think I kind of like this. And I was like, no, you don't.
No!
How do you reach that level of confidence of farting or having loud sounding poops or showing your real you in the house, i.e. your bad or gross habits, your messy, authentic morning bed hair without killing the romanticism of a relationship. As comfortable as I am now, it definitely doesn't always start that way in a relationship, because you obviously like don't want, at least for me, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, hi TJ, nice to meet you, and then fart. Like, I still want to be like an approachable person. Like, obviously we know that everyone has these habits, but I think at the beginning of relationships it's always so nerve-wracking because it's like it's vulnerability, and it's really hard to be vulnerable in front of other people, especially ones that you're just getting to know, because I feel like it's only human nature to want people to like you, especially if you like another person. So
yeah, and you're like, I don't know for sure if they like me back. Like, I know they do, but like, will it last?
Yeah. And like any relationship I've ever been in, like, so nerve-wracking, like, oh my god, I have to like use their toilet to poop, like doing my first poop in their toilet, or like, oh, I have to fart. But I feel like once you get to like, you know, when you're comfortable enough to do it, and then like it's never weird, I feel like, because like it is what it is.
I feel like remember David and Liza said they like never farted in front of each other, and they dated for like years. Like, what?
Weird.
This is very an opinionated answer, so like this isn't true for everybody, but should a couple move in together before getting married? I feel like obviously that's up to you, but I think it's a good idea, just so you like know. I know some people think it like ruins the magic of like getting married, I guess.
I could never not live with someone that I was about to spend the rest of my life with, because you learn so much about someone when you are around them all of the time and like sharing space with them. Like, not saying it's a negative thing, but it could be.
I feel like it makes way more sense to move in before you get married, because there's so much less at stake. You know, if you
move in before you
because when I was younger, I always thought that, like, no, you get married and then you move in. Like, why move in first? Like, you have the rest of your life to do that. But then as I got older, it just makes so much more sense.
Why would you want to get married to someone without reaching that level?
You can like stay with someone as much as you want, but it's still so different than living with them. Yeah.
Totally different.
Well, I'm glad a lot of you had questions about pooping. I guess it's good that we answered that, because it was most of the questions. And crying in front of your significant other. I guess it's like the worst though if the guy or girl, I guess, is like, stop crying, like it'll be fine. That is not okay.
Yeah. I mean, and that happens too. Like, there are definitely times where, you know, like the hike that TJ and I went on, where I was like upset that he was playing his music because the lady was playing the music, and he's like, I don't understand. So like, there's definitely gonna be times where it's like, you have to like communicate. I don't even know what tangent this is going on. It's not necessarily like end all be all if someone doesn't understand your emotions, but like being able to like express it openly is a lot healthier than just being like, okay, then I guess I won't like tell you how I'm feeling ever. Especially if you're an emotional person, like, Jesus, I don't know how TJ puts up with me. But like, he's an emotional person too, so like, I guess it makes sense.
I wonder if it's your signs. You're a Cancer, right?
Yeah, and he's a Libra.
And Cancers are really emotional, right?
Yeah. I don't know what a Libra means.
I don't either. I don't even know anything about mine, but I know yours.
I know, I somehow wound up on like sort of astrology TikTok, and I was like, I don't get it, because I think it was like,
I don't either,
because I'm on like Taylor TikTok, so it was like a Taylor Swift songs as astrological signs, and I was like,
I've seen that one
show up on my feed. Like, I don't get it. I want to learn more about this, so if you guys want to see some sort of video like that, please let me know, because I don't understand any of it.
We need a professional to like teach us.
On that note, my camera's gonna die. Oh my god, we gotta do it quick.
Okay, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you on Friday.
Good luck moving in with your significant others. Bye!